Hey there guys, this is Warmaster Ben, and in this video we'll be having a review of the Chaos Space Marines. Now this is just the sort of normal Chaos Space Marine kit. It's the new one, the 2019 or 2017 one I believe, and they're actually pretty cool to be fair. Just focus. Oh, don't focus anymore, but still, they're pretty cool. Just in appearance they're pretty cool, but they're sort of the general standard infantry unit for Chaos. I've decided to use them as Alpha Legion because the Alpha Legion trait is, if you're more than 12 inches away, it's -1 to be hit, meaning normal things hitting on 3s are hitting on 4s, which is pretty good, I believe. And if you have a Leviathan Dreadnought or something, that still counts because it has the Hellbrute keyword, Hellforged Leviathan. And yeah, I've got the two different variants of these guys with the bolt guns, as you can see, and then the chainsword and bolt pistols. I haven't got around to painting these guys yet, but we'll do over this quarantine because they've got plenty to paint. We've got a big little pile of shame that I want to sort of clear through. Yeah. And with these guys, you can give the champion, and you can either give them just sort of standard bolt pistol or bolt pistol and bolt gun, or you can give them special weapons for them. So here I've got a plasma pistol and a power fist. I find that power fist is really useful in combat, considering it makes this guy strength 8. Although he's hit on 4s, he's strength 8, meaning against most infantry he's wounding on 2s. With an AP of -3, that enemy unit is basically dead. And you can potentially wound knights as well at strength 8, because 4s to wound knights is brutal. But yeah, you've got the plasma pistol as well. That can also go up to strength 8, AP 3 and damage 2, which is pretty good. And you can give them a bunch of other weapons as well, like combi flamers, combi melters, power axes, power mauls, and they've all got their own individual uses. For example, power axes are +1 AP2 damage 1, whereas power mauls are +2 AP1 damage 1, sort of variants. And then the power swords obviously use AP3 damage 1. The power fist is much stronger than that as a status. So yeah, put him to the side. Have a look at plasma pistol. Now this guy, I've got 24-inch range, strength 7, rapid fire 1, strength 7, AP 3 damage 1 standard, but with the supercharged version, it's hitting on 3s as well, but with the supercharged version, he's strength 8, AP 3 damage 2, which is great at killing slightly bigger units, but nothing higher than like strength 8, else it's kind of pointless. Your toughness 8, I'm sorry. Yeah. The standard bolt gun, everyone knows this, but I'm going to say it anyway, because, yeah. Strength 4, hitting on 3s, depending on what the use of ballistics goes, but this one's hitting on 3s for the Chaos Marines. Strength 4, AP nothing, damage 1, rapid fire 1. It's basically sit and fire, it's basically their job with bolt guns. And the bolt pistol and chainsword guys as well. And with the bolt pistol, you can fire this in combat, which is quite cool, especially for up close against a bunch of smaller infantry, for example like guard or a bunch of hormagaunts or termagants or eldar even. It's 12-inch range because it's a pistol, it's quite close up. Strength 4, AP nothing, damage 1, and hitting on 3s with this guy's ballistic skill. And then with the chainsword, you get an extra attack with this guy, with the chainsword, because it's just one of chainsword's rules, and the base attacks of these guys is 1, so that then comes up to 2 attacks total. And then with Hateful Assault, that's 3 attacks, and then if you make them World Eaters, or you give them double strength or something, they can make them have 4 attacks on a charge. With World Eaters it's obviously much better because diabolic strength only targets one individual model instead of a whole unit, but yeah, I'd probably run these guys World Eaters. I want to paint them Alpha Legion anyway. And then we've got this was a heavy bolter, but I clipped off the end and converted it into either an autocannon or a Reaper chain cannon. I tend to use it as a Reaper chain cannon mostly because it's just so much better. It's only an extra 10 points from a heavy bolter, but it's over double the shots. Like why wouldn't you? You can have 2 of these in a unit of 10 as well, which is quite brutal, because you then have 16 shots total, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1, but individually they're only 8 shots, and they're a heavy weapon, so if you move, it's then -1 to hit with them. Yeah. And then you can give these guys icons as well, so if you make a Mark of Khorne, you can give them the Icon of Wrath, Mark of Slanesh, I can't remember what that's called, Icon of Excess, there you go, Mark of Tzeentch, I believe is the icon of something Tzeentchy, and then Nurgle is the Icon of Despair, which is -1 to leadership for friendly units for enemy units within 12 inches, I think. Yeah, what the Khorne one does is you can reroll charge rolls. The Tzeentch one is if there's an enemy unit within 12, you roll a d6, and on a 6 that takes a mortal wound. The Slanesh one is Emperor, Death to the False Emperor, goes off on a 5-up, which is quite useful. But obviously if you're not fighting Imperium, then it's a bit pointless. And then with the standard one, if you choose no mark for your unit, the Icon of Vengeance, I believe is reroll leadership or +1 to the leadership or something. Yeah, that's most of the weapons you can give them. And I've got a few other champion units, such as this guy, is from the Shadow Spear or the Chaos Moonstar collecting set. He's got a chain axe instead of a power fist, and he still has a plasma pistol. And his chain axe is strength +1, AP 1, damage 1, meaning that because this guy gets 2 attacks, he's hitting on 3s, and he's wounding most enemy units like standard infantry on 3s as well, and it makes the save that little bit harder. And also I've got a few missile launcher guys as well. There are 2 of these. It's got 2 units of 10 shooting, then 1 unit of 10 for close up, and each has got 2 heavy or special weapons. So yeah. So the missile launcher, you have 2 options for which, like what you want to fire. You can either fire a crack missile, which is strength 8, AP 2, damage D3, I believe. It's either D3 or D6. And then the other option is D6 shots at strength 4, AP nothing, damage 1, which is the frag missile. Yeah. And then what you can do with a unit such as this is spend a command point for a flak missile, which is best against fire against flying units or anything with the fly keyword, which is 1 command point, and it's +1 to hit, I believe, so 2s to hit for Chaos Marines, strength 8 or something, I'm not quite sure, but it's something you can use against bigger flying units such as Hive Tyrants or Helldrakes or other units like that. And if you run these guys with a Chaos Lord of some kind, for example, I've got a Jump Lord, he's going to get painted as well, a Smash Lord. I'm going to paint him World Eaters, but just a quick example. And you can then make these guys reroll 1s, which is much better. If you have a Sorcerer nearby as well, you can give them Prescience, which means they hit on 2s, which is even better in a combination with this. I mean, you got a bunch of shots. Say you had the 2 chain cannons, you'd have 16 shots hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s at strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. And if you give these guys Mark of Slanesh, you can make them do that all over again with 2 command point stratagem of Endless Cacophony, which is just brutal. And the best use for that is mainly with obliterators, or 2 or 3 obliterators, because that's just can ruin enemy units, or even smaller or bigger units, because 6 shots each, so you could ruin a troops unit with wounding on 2s mostly, and you can still wound bigger units occasionally if you have a strength of 9 or 8 or something, because the strength is D3 or 6 plus D3, but anyway, I'm going off onto a completely different unit. Now with these guys, they have a 6-inch movement, a 3-up weapon skill, a 3-up ballistic skill, they are strength 4, toughness 4, they have 1 attack each, and the champion has 2, and I believe that their leadership 7, and the champion has a leadership of 8, which is sort of pretty good. It's the sort of normal average for Chaos Marines that you'll see, or any Space Marines or standard infantry. And the only thing that differs really is the strength and toughness of units, and occasionally the ballistic skill for something like Tyranids or not Gene Stealer's Guard. I suppose Gene Stealer Cult as well. Yeah. These guys are probably best as screening units to protect your large units. So for example, I've got my Venom Crawler. Is sitting in the back. You want these guys to protect them from being charged by Demon Prince. So it means that if the Demon Prince deep strikes, say it's Demon Prince of Chaos, deep strikes for 1 command point, more than 9 inches away, and then tries to make a charge, it's much harder for it to make a charge into this. These guys are screening with a 3-inch gap. That's basically what these guys do. They're used for screening mainly. Although even better unit for that is, 30 cultists or something. So they're just really cheap. And yeah, or even plague bearers. Having 3 units of 30 plague bearers, I know it is a massive thing within the 40k meta. So I've got 5 up invuln save, 5 up feel no pain, and if there's more than 20 of them, they're -1 to be hit. And then you can cast Noble Powers on them, I think, as well, for them to be -2 to be hit as well. So that's just a brutal way to screen by doing that. But yeah, that was my review on the Chaos Space Marines from the 2019 or 2018 box set. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and comment, share for anyone who seems interested in getting a box of these, because they are absolutely amazing models. They're absolutely amazing. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.